Yeah, I have a controversial view. Like I don't actually support the Junior World Cup class. And it's not
Mm,
like I don't want people to have opportunities and all these things. I just think that it is an elite sport and you should be focusing on that, like with schedule and all these things. So maybe at a round or two you should have a junior class. But if you're gonna make it, you probably often are showing the speed like you've just mentioned. Like, can you qualify
mm,
at an elite World Cup? You should be at least getting to that point, because
yeah,
it just seems we're using a lot of resources and money on, look, obviously your Jacksons, your Jordans, like you can see their times, like, but they would probably get support like you did, and that's great. And then the rest is like, well, maybe you need to cut your teeth at your national series and like, can you beat those elites? Maybe you need to go to
yeah,
IXSs. It's controversial, but I just think when I hear your story, it's like, well, that gave you the confidence, like, okay, I should go overseas. I might leave school. Like some people are maybe leaving school and the potential's not there. I just worry about that. But maybe that's the father in me now, like I just think it gives you a good dose of reality if you're a junior, but you're trying to race in an elite category. You like
yeah,
how do you see that?
yeah. I think that is the thing because that's why we did it. And then also in the weekend for our national champs, the juniors did like start with us. So all the qualifying, like whoever qualified in the juniors and the elite, we all started together. So it was like they were. It was like they
It
were
was seeded
racing.
like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So it was like they were racing us anywhere. But then,
Yeah, we did that at
so
home
then
one year.
they
It
had
was
this.
good.
Yeah, so it's the same sort of feeling for them racing. So they don't have like, so you don't have that. Oh, they raced an hour earlier. They had better conditions or anything. They were all the juniors raced at the same time, and they pretty much, yeah, most of them whipped us anyway. So it was pretty crazy. But then I think Tohoto and Lockie was still the fastest. But then, yeah, the next guys, there's a lot of them coming through that are really quick. So it's good. And that's why their main thoughts already is like the overall, not really, they want to win the juniors, but then the overall is already there because they know, like, obviously, Lockie and is like a World Cup almost winner, well, should have been. And then that's the pace they need to be running at. And then if they're doing that, then they can obviously be winning a Junior World Cup or near, because that's the pace like the juniors are these days. Obviously the speed they're going and here something's loose. They're not really thinking yet, so they just send it. But they just need that other part to kind of. That's why nationals are good because it helps them like work on that racecraft. Because obviously I have 20 plus years more of that, and then they're just coming into it, so that it's like, yeah, that's the big thing for them because they're working on that, and then yeah, that's what they need to work on because obviously us older guys have that already, and you see them because they're like, even the juniors, they're like watching us, they're like, oh, they're warming up, okay, oh, these guys are, what, oh, good, I'll do it too, and then they're taking it a bit more serious maybe, or and they're kind of laughing as well, but we're like, and then they're saying, oh, geez, they're doing, okay, we'll do it, they're doing it, okay, and then they don't, because if they were just all starting together as the juniors, they'll just probably just fluff around and not take it maybe as serious. But then they see that, oh, yeah, so the elite guys are doing this, so we're doing it too. So it helps them as well at the end of the day, for sure.
Yeah, you're doing a lot for the sport back there, doing as many national rounds and obviously national champs is like something you would do. But I did a few, but probably, it's sometimes depending on the timing and how much you want to risk it. But I know,
Mm.
like, if Greg showed up at a race and I was young, like, that was cool because you are a sponge, right? So that's really cool that you go do so many races, and sometimes you don't get the results like people expect of you because I don't know, you're in a training block or you're just like not as focused. But you're doing a lot for the sport for sure.